Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. There we go. Good morning. I can't see who's here. If you can drop a comment in the chat and let me know who is hanging out with us this morning, you will see that we are doing a new um, stack kind of thing this morning. We've been struggling really hard with our lives working. It looks like I'm not alone, but I don't know who is here. So I haven't quite got the hang um, of working with this because this is the first Monday we're using it. So we're trying something new. As small business owners, it's all about trying new things, seeing what works, and reevaluating and making some new choices. So we're here for Mindset Monday. I just sent the link over to Kayla for her to join me here um, in the studio here to get this going. So I'm hoping that maybe she got that. Let's see. So drop in the chat. Where are you hanging out this morning? What's going on? What'd you do fun for the weekend? Oh, here comes Kayla. Let's see here. There she is.
Whoop, whoop.
Did it. And we're live and we've got folks here with us. Unfortunately, I cannot tell exactly who's with us. But I'm asking I know, right? I was just saying this is our new tech for Mindset Monday. Looks like it worked right out of the bat. So I'm excited
Gotta love
about that.
StreamYard.
Right? I do love StreamYard. I have not leveraged it and used it to its full potential, but hopefully this will change that. So good to see you, Kayla.
Good
Good
to
to see
see
you,
you.
Lady Remy.
I know. You happy you're not seeing him
I
15 minutes ago?
You must not have been very happy 15 minutes ago.
No, when it's time for a nap, he's the only one that doesn't know it, but he does announce to the world how tired he is.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, let's go ahead and jump into things this morning. Um, your hair looks gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. I braided it
I
when it was
know.
wet last night.
That's what it is. I like
Yeah, it'll
that. Looks
it'll
very,
probably
very nice
be straight by the end of this conversation. I'm trying to
because
find
it'll fall out.
the quote here.
I
Aha, there it
I was
is.
trying to find. Did you find it? Good, because I was trying
Yes.
to find it as well, and I was like, oh, well,
I know, all screwed up when
okay.
we don't just when we put a whole week in between.
I know, right? I know, I know. So, what are we talking about this morning?
Okay, so this week, technically it was supposed to be last week, but
Yes.
I was
Okay.
I stumbled upon a reel on Instagram, and I really liked the message. And I don't know who if that the person who posted it was the original creator. I tried to look up the quote to see if I could see it credited to anybody, and I couldn't. So the
Mm.
person who posted it was Keegan Jasper, and he started off with, your ability to create the reality that you want is directly determined by your willingness to experience its opposite. And then he goes
Ooh.
on to break that down a little more. And so, for instance, if you want to be rich, you're going to feel broke because you're going to have to put yourself on a budget and save money. Um, if you want to get strong, you're going to have to work out and you're going to feel weak. If you want to become smart, you're going to have to learn new things and you're going to feel dumb. And I was like, oh, I really liked that. I never really thought of it specifically in that way before, but it's so
Right.
true.
Yes. Yes, it really is. And I haven't either until that came up. And I was like, wow, it is kind of true, right? It's that long-term, um, long-term gratification. as
Oh
opposed
yeah.
to the instant
Instant.
gratification,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that willingness to be uncomfortable today in order to achieve and
Delayed
become.
gratification. That's what it is.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Thank you. Yes, that is exactly it. Delayed gratification. Exactly. And that is so important to be aware of that. I think that I know, as it relates to my business, a lot of times it's having the patience and the fortitude to understand that what I do today may not show up until 90, 180 days from now.
Right.
Um,
It's like growing plants from seed. You put the seed in
yes,
the ground and you just have to keep watering them, and you have to keep watering them, and you have to keep watering them with just the pure belief that it's going to work and something will grow. And you can't, try to interrupt the process early and dig it up and see if anything's working or not, because then you'll ruin it. It's kind of the same thing. But it's interesting
right?
because this quote, or really the whole reel, it's that concept you've mentioned many times before about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. I felt that the way
Yeah.
that it was worded made it, for me in my head, like a little bit more tangible.
Tangible. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that it is, right? Because when you specifically say if you want to save money and become wealthy, you have to live on a budget and feel. Oh, you know what else it goes back to, right? You know what I'm about to
The
say?
feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, those feelings, right? Is
Yeah.
it an intuitive feeling or is it an ego feeling? And in this
And
case,
the ego seeks that instant gratification. So as soon as it's missing, the ego is like, man, this doesn't feel good.
that's right. That's right. That's exactly right. And this is, I think, probably one of the most tangible expressions that we've kind of talked about to help us discern, is this ego or is this intuitive, right? Because I think that, some of these things, if we want to become wiser, it requires us to learn new things and to feel a little bit um, less knowledgeable in the moment. If we want to save money and become more wealthy, we have to put ourselves on a budget and feel our ego feels deprived a little bit, maybe. Um, in the moment, understanding that later, right, making that change will bring. Um, this is fantastic because we have this
Ooh,
upcoming
you know
quarterly.
what? There's a screen share option on here. I wonder if I can play the reel.
Ooh, let's try it. Drop in the I know I can't, like I said, I can't tell who's here. So if you're here, drop a comment in the chat. Let us know that you're here and let us know if you can see Kayla's screen. I'm going to change the format, Kayla, so that you can share screen. Hopefully that will work because this thing is
Okay,
pretty
I'm trying to
amazing.
see where did I send you the link for it?
Oh, I
I thought
have
I
the link. Let
emailed
me
it to
try.
you. You do? Okay.
You did. Yeah, I do have it. So here, let me pull it up. This is great. Let's go ahead and share this. It's loading up. So,
Yeah, I just
um,
figured since it's based on a reel, might as well let everybody see it. It's like
right,
a minute and a half.
exactly. We can, as soon as there it is, it's loading up now. Okay, I don't know if it will share the, um, how do I make it go backwards? I have to refresh the whole page. I might have to do that. And I don't know if this shares the audio either. Let's see. I want this to stop, but I can't make it stop. So, okay. All right. Well, let's do first things first. We're going to share screen. Okay. Create the reality you want is the title of the reel. Also share tab audio. Okay. So I'm going to share that.
Oh, I see
Then
it.
I'm going to, do you? Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
It's a little
And
bit
then
cut
I put
off,
us,
so you might want to scroll up
okay. So I'll
just
scroll
a tad.
down. Yeah. Or up or whatever that is. Let's see. There we
There you go.
go. All right. I'm going to
I can't hear
do this.
anything
while
though.
it's making you.
Oh, there it goes. You
Here
got
we go.
it.
Ready? Here it goes. Uh-oh.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but your ability to create
You
the
did it.
reality that you want is directly determined by your willingness to experience its opposite. Saving money will have you feeling broke, while it's actually making you rich. Setting boundaries will have you feeling alone, while you're creating new healthy relationships in your life. Digging up your trauma will have you feeling broken, while it's actually healing you. Working out has you feeling weak, while it's really making you strong. Learning something new makes you feel dumb, while it's making you more intelligent. Your ability to attain the thing that you want is directly correlated with how willing you are to experience its opposite. You have to be okay with being uncomfortable to truly achieve success. You got this. I don't know who.
How cool. Right?
Yeah, I
I'm
love it.
really excited that we were able to, one, not just show up here this morning, but show up this morning, share the video, and have the live stream not go wonky. So we've pretty big wins happening over here on this Monday. I don't know about y'all.
Right?
Like I said, um, so you could hear the video too, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully everybody else
Perfect.
could.
Yeah, I know, right? Drop us a comment. If, like I said, I can see we've got a couple more folks that joined us here. Um, I can see that, but I can't tell who you are. So there should be a button in the lower right-hand side that says join chat. If you click that button, it will let you put your name in and let us, we can kind of see your comments and chat, and you can give us some feedback. Let us know if you were able to see the video and what your thoughts are on that. We're just talking about in order to, oh, Kayla, you're much more eloquent. Um, Sum up that reel we just watched.
Well, I can just say it again. Your ability to create the reality that you want is directly determined by your willingness to experience its opposite.
Yes. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, we just played a reel. It was an Instagram reel, and it was talking about this whole idea of in order to create the reality that yay, thanks, Bettina. I appreciate you jumping on and dropping a comment in, letting us know
Oh,
who is
good. You got
here.
to see the
Yes,
video.
yes, yay, that's
Awesome.
awesome. Yes,
Well, that's cool.
so
So now I know
excited.
that's something we can do. Might
Right.
have to go
It's
looking for some
this
more reels.
I am so excited about all of this technology, stacking it and getting it to work in a way that is not wonky. Because I feel like we've been frustrated for weeks and weeks about that. Also going to, just so you know, also going to start probably streaming this on YouTube. Why not, right? This is a great way to kick it off. And for folks that aren't sure whether or not they want to join the circle, one of the things though about back to this concept of being getting comfortable being uncomfortable in order to create the reality that we want, it's right along. Look guys, it is June. It's the middle of June. We're getting really close to kicking off quarter 3, and you all that have been hanging out for a while know that I am a little bit obsessive about planning and getting things engineered so that I make my days as easy as possible, right? Because we don't need to overdo it. But we've got a quarterly planning session coming up on Friday, June 28th. And this is a really good opportunity to talk about this. Like, what am I willing to be a little bit uncomfortable with for the next 90 days in order to get something that I haven't gotten before, right? And this is really key. I mean, what are the little things that I need to be doing on a regular basis that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone? Don't feel really, again, we're talking about these feelings of, is this an ego feeling or is this an intuitive feeling? And I think a lot of times when we're planning strategically, we have a lot of intuitive feelings. And what happens is we set these up and we set these actions, and then we don't actually execute on them. at least I sometimes have a trouble executing on them because my ego feelings are like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. The
Right?
I don't wanna is almost always ego feeling and needs to be stamped down. And I
Right.
just want to also
Yes.
add to that. You said you mentioned the comfort zone and like getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. The comfort zone is not a rigid fixed item, okay? It is very flexible, malleable, and it's like a shark, it'll grow to the size of the tank that you put it in.
I love that.
So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
the more that you push it and stretch it and bend it just a little bit, I mean, don't give yourself a panic attack with the things you're trying to do,
Right.
1% better every day, but the more that you push on it and challenge that, the bigger it gets. I mean, I just want to share for a minute, slight little plug for myself here. I when I have always really struggled with speaking in front of people. Not as it never bothered me as a nurse. Like as a nurse, I can talk to the patient, the family, the doctor, that doesn't bother me. But speaking openly in front of strangers, absolutely freaking terrified. Like to the point where the 2 times that I called into a radio contest, I almost couldn't get the words out. And that was just the phone because I knew I was on the radio. When I first joined the
Crazy.
circle, it took me like 3 or 4 meetings before I would even say a literal line because I was just so terrified. And the first time that I did talk, my heart rate was like 130 and I was shaking. Like just it's bad for me. Now, a little over a year later, I joined my local chamber of commerce last week, and they have a chamber connections meeting every other Thursday.
Mhm.
So I went to it on Thursday, and in the beginning, everybody stands up, goes around the room, shares like 30 seconds about their business. It was the first time I was there, a room full of 30 people, other business owners in the area, and I didn't even have anything prepared because I didn't even know what to expect for this meeting. But I was able to
Right.
stand up, share about myself and my business in a nice little succinct, it made sense. My voice didn't waver because I have been continuously pushing that comfort line. And I went from like like preschool level speaking to now being able to do stuff like that. And on top of that, at that meeting they do every other week, I didn't even tell you this part, Nicole,
Oh, nice.
they feature one person stands up and does a presentation, like a 15-minute presentation, and I volunteered to do the one on the 27th. Yeah.
For
Mind you, I
you.
don't have a presentation. I gotta like make that. So not only do I
Yeah.
have to like prepare for the speaking portion, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
Yes. I love this. Oh, congratulations. That is fantastic. This is exactly the stuff that we're talking about. This is exactly the stuff that we're talking about. If you want to have more people be aware of your services as an advocate, you got to start talking, right? Somewhere,
Yeah.
somehow. And little
Yeah.
steps, Kayla, little
Yeah, and I
steps,
came I
right?
came home
So
and I told my husband I was just so proud of myself because I mean it's miles from where I started with this fear of speaking.
I love
So
this. Look,
because I
I'm
was
going to share
determined,
a
I was gonna
comment.
push and push and push that boundary.
Yes. And you started really small, right? Like the circle. And you know what, Kayla, you're right. I remember when you first joined the circle, you were very quiet. And now almost every time you're on, you share a win, you share something, you ask a question, start little. And I'm sharing a comment from Bettina because I feel like, hey, Bettina, hang out with Kayla, like connect and start talking about how she's gotten, because not only is Kayla, did she start talking in the live meetings, but she has since started a podcast that she, publishes publicly. She's doing these live streams with me every week.
Every
Like,
week since
this
what,
is,
August, I think we started this?
yes, yes, we've been doing it for like 6 months now, I think, if not
More than
longer,
that.
maybe
I was like
maybe eight
sick.
or nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the
Yeah.
beginning of
Oh,
the
that's
pregnancy.
right. You would That's right, it was because you had just found out you were pregnant. So I love this idea of baby steps. And we talk about this. I love what Kayla said 1% better. Like, we don't need to make these huge changes to get
And not only
closer to
we
our
don't need
goal.
to, you can't. It's
That's right.
I mean, you might be able to make that step once, but it's going to be so massively uncomfortable and painful that it's going to be counterproductive.
Much. Yes. Yes. I was, we were talking about, I think we were talking about consistency inside the circle a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week, I don't know. And that was one of the things that I said was pick one, like just one little thing that you can do and you can be consistent about. I know anyone that follows me on social media, I'm pretty consistent now about my postings and how that works. But I'm going to tell you, it started with one post once a week. That's literally all I could do was one post once a week. I can do that. And it built from there. So just like Kayla with the speaking, one little thing is all it takes to start creating momentum and getting closer and stretching that comfort zone into a place where you show up in a way that you thought you never could. Like you volunteer to do a presentation for a group and it's out of your mouth before you even realize what you did. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, right? I'm pretty sure that's probably how that felt. Like, oh my gosh, did I just do that? So
A little
I'm
bit.
not, yeah, I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, that's so
Oh,
Tina, I know. That's so sweet.
I know. It's
Yes,
the
we're
only place
very
he wants to
happy to
be.
have babies.
It's funny. He was born with a very short umbilical cord, and sometimes I wonder if it was even cut.
I love it. He's so cute though. He's still little. He's still little.
10
What,
weeks
eight,
today.
9 months? 9 weeks? 9 weeks today. That's exciting.
10.
Yeah. So he's still, oh, 10 weeks. Yeah. Time passes too fast for me.
I
He's
know. Oh
going to
my
be
God. I'm
walking
like,
and talking in
wow.
a minute. Right? That's right. That's right. Love it. So I love this idea. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Like, what's our call to action this week? Like, are we gonna like do one little thing that stretches us into an uncomfortable, or what do we want to
No,
hear?
we're
What
not going
What
to
are
do
we
one
thinking
little
here?
thing. We're going to pick one little thing and do it every day.
There we go.
The commitment,
There
not
we
to do
go.
the one little thing once. The
I like
commitment to
that.
pick the thing that you feel called to. This is the intuitive feeling. Intuitively, you know
Yes.
there's something that you should be doing that you've been putting off because it's uncomfortable. And maybe it's budgeting, maybe it's speaking, maybe it's posting, maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe it's,
Right.
downloading that calorie tracker. Maybe it's putting on the tennis
Hmm.
shoes every day. I don't know. Whatever it is for
Hmm.
you, something is calling out in your head, listen to it, and then pick what's a little thing that's a little scary, but not so much I can't wrap my head around it, and commit to doing that for the next week. And
Ooh,
then
this is good.
come back next Monday, and I want to know how uncomfortable it is on day 7 or 8, because probably it won't be uncomfortable anymore.
Be
And then
that.
that's when you kick it up the next degree. And that really is the key. I have embraced that so much this past year and a half, this concept of what like the smallest increments of progression. And it feels counterintuitive because for the longest time I had this mentality of like, oh, it's such a small thing, it doesn't even matter. Lies.
That's
Have
right.
you watched the
Yes.
movie Bug's Life? Because that illustrates it well. One ant alone is meaningless, but the entire army of ants defeats all the grasshoppers.
Right? I love this. We should have a movie night too, right? I love this idea. Okay, so we're gonna pick one thing that we can do every day for the next 7 days. And then Kayla, we have to remember next Monday that we have to start with asking, okay, what did you do? I'm trying to
Mhm.
think, what's the one thing? So I know what my one thing is. And let's share them in the comments. So I'm just going to say my one thing is that I need to be inviting people to my workshops every day. At
Okay.
least one person. I need to reach
There you
out
go.
and invite somebody to my workshop. The next one that's coming up is the strategic planning one. So I need to be asking and inviting folks. So for the next 7 days, I'm going to reach out. And really, you guys, this is how little it's going to be. I don't even want to say 5 people. I'm going to invite one person to my strategic workshop once a day. One person each day for the next 7 days. That's what I'm committing to do. So we have to remember next week when we show up, we have to ask about it. Like we have to ask, like, did we do it? So help me remember. Feel free to DM me. Feel free to text me and say, hey, Nicole, did you invite somebody to your workshop today? I would love it. I love that kind of stuff because it holds me accountable. Did you hear my hesitancy? I didn't even want to say it out loud. Like I was like, oh, okay, I know what it is, but don't say it. Because then I'm gonna have to do it.
That's how you know it's the right thing to be doing.
Right? Because I don't want to tell anybody because I don't want to have to do it. So if you feel that way, you're not alone. Oh, Bettina, look, she says challenge on. I'm committing.
All right.
Love it. Yes.
What's your thing,
All right.
Bettina?
Drop it in the chat. What is the thing? Do you know yet?
And I'll say it took me a minute to come up with it because I have so many things I'm working on right now. But I need to plank. I need to plank. My core is still weak from the baby. And it messes up my back. And he's like 15 pounds now, just hanging out on my chest. So like that's not helping. So yeah. I need a daily plank.
I love it.
It'll be my thing.
I love it. All right. Okay, so if you haven't told us or you haven't decided yet, that's okay. Don't worry. We will make sure that we get a string inside the circle going where we're sharing our weekly commitments. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. There we go. I need to fill out some important documents that are seemingly complicated. My excuse to have done so is run away so far. Okay. All right. You're going to get those documents uncomplicated, sorted out, and completed. So work like maybe 5 minutes every day for the next week on these documents.
A little bit about me. My husband and I bought this 100-year-old farmhouse, gutted it to the studs, and rebuilt it. Okay, we're crazy people. And in the midst of this, when we were tearing everything out, and I was like, oh God, we dug ourselves into a hole here. My father-in-law stopped by one day and he said to me, he goes, Kayla, how do you eat an elephant? I said, what? I don't eat elephants. He goes, how do you eat an elephant? I'm like, I don't know. One bite at a time. And it really resonated with me. And now anytime I feel myself getting overwhelmed, I'm like, one bite at a time. Also, I don't condone elephant eating. Just putting that out there.
No, I know. We're just putting it out there. Don't have to actually eat the elephant.
Start with the first page. If the page is too much, start with the first section and then give yourself permission to quit. Although a lot of times what I have found is once you get started on those things, it doesn't seem as bad as you thought it was going to be. And you kind of get into a flow and just keep running. But give yourself the permission to quit.
I think
that's that pressure off.
Yes. I think that's the key, right? Is the permission that, hey, if all I can do is one section today, that's fine.
Exactly.
Okay. You can stop it, put it to the side, and then do it again tomorrow. Do one more section tomorrow.
Yeah. And then you hit the goal. So not only are you not beating yourself up, not only are you not running away from the thing that you have to do, you've made it such a small goal that it actually feels good accomplishing it.
Yes. Love it. Oh, look what Bettina says here. Permission, grace towards ourselves. Yes, that's exactly right. Perfect. I love it. Holy cow, a half hour's gone already. We got to jump out of here.
This is a good one.
Yeah, this was a really good one for so many reasons. So if you're watching the recording, make sure you drop a comment below that says replay and tell us what your one little thing is daily for the next week so that we can jump back in next week and do some follow up and see how we're doing. Um, get when Kayla, sum it up one more time because I keep forgetting the one
Oh,
sentence that we're focusing on today, this
your
week.
ability to create the reality that you want is directly determined by your willingness to experience its opposite.
You know what? I think what I'll do is I will drop the link in the chat for this reel.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Okay.
idea.
Yeah, I'll just put it over in the chat so that if you need it as inspiration, you can bookmark it. You can watch it each morning as you drink your coffee and prep to do that one thing you're going to do every day for the next week. And then next week, we will jump back in here and talk about the things that we got done that we didn't know we could get done next week. I love that. Also, if you're here, tell us what you think about this new text. Tech. Did the stream work well? Was the flow good? Were you able to see things? Did the chat work? All of the things. Let us know your feedback. I'm very happy with it. Kayla, what do you think so far? Winner?
Oh, I love StreamYard. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. All right.
Plus, I
All
paid
right,
for
you
that
guys.
1080, so I'm looking good.
I know. Beautiful. Beautiful, except for the sun in my eyes. So I have to keep ducking because the sun keeps getting in. But anyway, you guys have a great week. I can't wait to hear what everybody's working on. And I can't wait to talk about everybody's big wins next week when you're like, holy crap, I got that thing done. That's awesome. All right, guys, go have a fantastic week. I will see you right back here next week. And in the meantime, watch the platform and we will talk about our goals there. Talk to you guys later. Bye,
All right.
everyone.
Bye-bye.